Hello, Dimsdale. I'm Jet You Betcha with today's editorial, which technically makes it a Jetatorial. The Trump administration revoked $400 million in federal funding from Columbia University, citing its failure to address anti-Semitism. This follows a review of $51 million in contracts and the university's eligibility for future federal grants. Columbia recently intensified investigations into students, raising concerns among free speech advocates. The university pledged to cooperate with the government to restore funding. Columbia was a focal point of pro-Palestinian protests, leading to arrests and resignations. The university is among several schools under federal scrutiny for anti-Semitism, alongside UC Berkeley, the University of Minnesota, and Northwestern. A heartbreaking news. Pamela Alcantara, 26, was found dead in a suitcase in a marshy area off Sawmill River Parkway in Yonkers, New York, after being reported missing on Sunday. Her 46-year-old ex-boyfriend, who lived with her in the Bronx, is in police custody but has not been charged. Authorities tracked his license plate near the scene before finding the suitcase using a drone. He initially claimed that Alcantara left their apartment with the suitcase, but evidence contradicted his statement. Law enforcement sources say he is not cooperating and has requested a lawyer. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner will determine the cause of death. Alcantara was last seen on surveillance footage early Sunday, and the investigation is ongoing. Another heartbreaking news. New Mexico reported its first measles-related death after an unvaccinated adult tested positive posthumously, though the official cause is still under investigation. The individual did not seek medical care before passing. Meanwhile, measles is spreading in West Texas, with 159 cases, primarily in Gaines County, and 10 cases in neighboring Lee County, New Mexico. A school-age child in Texas, also unvaccinated, was the first U.S. measles fatality in a decade. The outbreak has surpassed 200 cases across Texas and New Mexico, with most patients being unvaccinated. Health officials emphasize the MMR vaccine as the best prevention, with 2 doses being 97% effective. An uplifting piece of news. A new stem cell therapy has restored vision in patients with previously untreatable corneal damage. Developed at Massachusetts Eye and Ear, the procedure, called cultivated autologous limbal epithelial cells, involves taking stem cells from a healthy eye, expanding them into a graft, and transplanting them into the damaged eye. In a trial of 14 patients, Kalick restored the corneal surface in 50% of participants at 3 months, rising to 77% at 18 months. The overall success rate was 92%. The treatment showed a high safety profile with no serious adverse effects, except for one infection due to contact lens use. Currently, CALEC is experimental and not yet available outside clinical trials. Researchers plan further studies to seek FDA approval and explore methods for treating patients with damage in both eyes. From all of us here, stay classy, Dimsdale.